Guruganeshabhyam Namaha.
We always say, I did this, I did that, I helped him come up in life, he didn't do what I said, that is why he is in trouble. So much importance is given to intelligence, what you do and what you decide to do. Competence, efficiency, intelligence, hard work. It is good to know that a different perspective also exists in the matter. This was a story told by Bhishmacharya to Yudhishthira when he was in Sharashayya. Yudhishthira was very concerned that it was because of him that the situation has come. Bhishmacharya is lying on Sharashayya awaiting his death. Yudhishthira caused all this to happen. He is the cause of the misery of Bhishma. This was his concern. Bhishma told him a story. There was a pious woman called Gautami. She had only one son as the only relative. One day a snake bit him and he died. There was a hunter called Arjunaka who was very respectful towards Gautami. When he saw that a snake had killed her son, he looked around for the snake, found it, tied it with a rope, and brought it to Gautami. He said, "This is the vicious snake that killed your son. Tell me, how should I kill this one? Should I throw it into fire or cut it into pieces? Whatever it is, tell me. This sinful snake should not live any longer." Gautami said, "Leave it. You don't know anything. Don't commit a sin yourself. Keep yourself light. If you keep on committing sins, you will never be able to get across samsara sagara. You will keep on sinking deeper and deeper into it. By killing this snake, my son is not going to come back. What is the harm in leaving it alone?" The hunter said, "I know pious people like you always advise like this. Don't hurt anyone, don't cause harm to anyone, be kind towards everything and everyone. But this doesn't work for people like me, ordinary men. I am not going to leave this snake. Elderly people like you attribute everything to fate. Kala, time. You say Kala causes everything. The time causes everything. This is how you people remain peaceful. But people like me, we attain peace through action. And this kind of peace is immediate. You also see for once, by killing the snake, you will also attain peace immediately. Try it once. This peace is immediate. It is an experience, not a result of reasoning. Try it once." Gautami said, "Why should I try to get peace? I have not lost my peace of mind in the first place. I am not affected by the death of my son. He was anyway going to die. When I am not angry with the snake in the first place, why should I take revenge and try to get peace? So you also leave this anger, become kind and leave the snake alone." Arjunaka said, "There is so much advantage in killing the snake. So many people will be saved. But what is the use of allowing the snake to go? It will go and bite more people. So by all means, it is appropriate to kill this snake." Gautami said, "What does someone gain by tying up someone and killing him, even if he is an enemy? When an enemy is trapped in your hands and you harass him, what is it that you gain? Give me one reason the offense of this snake should not be pardoned." The hunter said, "If by killing one, many can be saved, then there is no harm. By killing the snake, lot of people will be saved. This is what Dharma says. For the sake of many, if you have to sacrifice one, there is no harm." Gautami said, "I am not able to appreciate your point of view. My son is not going to come back even if this snake is killed." Arjunaka said, "Indra became famous by killing the evil Vritrasura. Shiva destroyed Daksha's yajna and made him to pay the price for his arrogance. This is what Devas also do. In spite of all these, Gautami did not agree to kill the snake. The snake had a rope tied around its neck. Suddenly it started speaking in a strained human voice. O Arjunaka, I am innocent. Mrituy asked me to kill the boy. I bit the boy only because Mrituy, god of death, prompted me to do so. Not because I was angry at him or I wanted to do for some reason. So if anybody is at fault, it is Mrityu Devata, not me. Arjunaka said, even if you have done this evil act prompted by Mrityu, you are still the offender. Does not matter who prompted you. You should be punished. When a clay pot is made by a potter, a wheel, stick and other tools are used by him. But they are also part of it. Part of the process of making the pot. Snake said, but the tools do not act out of their own free will. They are merely tools in the hands of the potter. They only act as the potter wants. How can they be responsible? See, this is the speciality of Sanatana Dharma. This is a dharma where rules are not just established or given to you arbitrarily. Every rule, law of dharma, every tradition in the religion is established as a result of a lot of rational thinking and debates. And everybody is privy to it. We get to hear all aspects of it. Every argument sounds logical, but at the end of it, the principle, the truth is clearly established. A simple, straightforward snake bite, but see what all the sages are telling us based on that single incident. So the hunter said, even if we are not the one who intended or plotted the death of the boy, you are the one who caused it. So you are equally responsible. If your argument is correct, then there cannot be an offender in this world. Every thief, every murderer would say, I didn't do it. Someone prompted me to do it. Then there will no longer be concept of crime and punishment in this world. Snake said, even if you are not willing to accept my innocence, see, I had to do it because Mrityu prompted me to. Mrityu compelled me to kill the boy. I had no other option. So, even if you consider both of us responsible, he is more responsible, being the original plotter of this event. Had he not forced me, this would not have happened. Hunter said, you evil-minded snake, you killed the boy. Simple. You deserve punishment for that. As simple as that. Don't try to play fool with me. Then the snake said, whenever a yajna or a homa is done, it is the priest who offers ahuti in Agni, but the punya goes to Yajamana. The priest does not get the benefit of the yajna, even if he is the one actually making the offering. In the same way, I have no role in the resulting sin of this event. Suddenly, Mrityu Devata appeared there. And he told the snake, I told you to bite this boy under instruction from Kala. Kala means time. This is very, very important. This principle. If you take Kala, time out of the whole scenario, then the sequence is gone. Sequence. What comes first? What comes next? The entire sequence of events, series of events exists only if time is there. What is cause and effect? Cause always has to precede effect. Cause has to be there first, then effect. So, to look at events as Karana and Karya, cause and effect, time is essential. If you take time out of the picture, then cause and effect also disappears. That is why it is said, Kala, time, is responsible for this whole chain of apparent causes and effects. So, here Mrityu is saying, I am not responsible. Kala is responsible. So, for the death of the boy, neither the snake is responsible nor Mrityu. Just as the wind moves around clouds in the sky, Mrityu says, he is not independent. He doesn't act out of his free will. he is controlled by Kala, time. All bhavas, Sattvika, Rajasika, Tamasika, all are under the control of Kala. Meaning, time decides the adoption and disposition of these bhavas in beings. Generally, people are Rajasika during their youth. They want to create, achieve, get ahead, beat competition. They are ambitious. This is Rajasika bhava. When they become old, they become more Sattvik. So even the three gunas are controlled by Kala. Which guna comes when is decided by Kala. Whatever is there on this earth, in the sky, in the heaven, they are all under the control of Kala, time. When each being comes into existence and disappears is decided by Kala. Be it living or non-living, movable or immovable. When somebody is born, how long he lives, when he dies, all these are controlled by time, Kala. Even mountains, they come into existence. Mountains grow or become smaller. They disappear after some time. These are all decided by Kala. All actions and their results are under the control of Kala, time. You run for 5 minutes, it is okay. You run for 5 hours, you are tired, exhausted. So who decides the end result of your running? Time, Kala. You put a pot of water above fire for 10 seconds, nothing happens. You keep it there for 10 minutes, it boils. So, who decides whether water boils or not as a result of keeping it above fire? Kala, time. So, action and its result are controlled by time. Every creation happens under the command of Kala. How long they should survive is decided by Kala. When to eliminate them is also decided by Kala. So Mrituy is telling the snake, when this is the case, how can you accuse me of being responsible for the death of the boy? Snake said, I am neither calling you responsible nor not responsible. I am only saying, you prompted me to kill the boy. I am not interested to prove whether Kala is responsible for this or not. Or not even whether you are responsible for this or not. I am only interested in proving my innocence. Then the snake told Arjunaka, now you have heard what Mrituy has told. It is clear that I am innocent. Now let me go. The hunter said, I have heard both of you, but I am not convinced of your innocence. I consider both of you responsible. This Mrituy who harms even noble persons is cruel and deserves contempt. And also you who is the actual killer. Mrituy told the hunter, think clearly. Both of us are helpless. We are under the control of Kala and did not act independently. So you can't blame us. Arjunaka said, if that is the case, then why do we become happy whenever we see somebody doing good and are affected and agitated whenever we see somebody doing something evil? If Kala is doing everything, then why do we become happy and unhappy with people when we see them acting in a certain way? This reaction is natural. Then where is this coming from? Mrituy said, I have told you clearly, we only acted under Kala's command and we are not responsible for the death of the boy. The issue was not settled. By this time, Kala also appeared. Kala said, neither the snake nor Mrituy and not even me, none of us are responsible for the death of the boy. We don't take decisions and act independently. We are all under the control of karma. It is one's own karma that decides when someone dies and how someone dies. We are all instruments in facilitating the unfolding of one's own karma. This boy also, when he had to die and how he had to die, was decided by his own karma. Your karma follows you like a shadow, day and night, and controls every experience of yours. The potter has a lump of clay available with him. With that, he makes whatever he wishes to make. In the same way, you decide what to experience in the future with whatever you do today. So, nobody is responsible for the death of this boy. He himself chose when to die and how to die as a result of his own karma. He only decided. What karma can a small boy do to cause himself an early death? Not karma of this birth, previous birth. This birth is not everything. It is in continuation of your earlier births. Like when you go to sleep and wake up the next day, you are not cut off from the events of the previous day. There is a continuity. So every birth is like a new day, which is in continuation of the previous births. What you have done in the past, you cannot do anything about it. You only have to experience its results, consequences, both good and bad. But what you do today will decide what you will experience tomorrow. Tomorrow means your future births. Gautami said, that's right. The boy himself is responsible for his untimely death. He only prompted the Kala, who in turn prompted Mrituy, who in turn prompted the snake to cause his death. Kala and Mrituy went back. The hunter realized the truth, became peaceful and released the snake. Harihi Om.